Hey, I'm Kate Carnegie, founder of KC Media and PR coach for Entrepreneur with
Rachel Whynot, business and marketing success coach. Thanks for joining us, guys. We're super excited today. I'm actually going to interview Kate on how she started her business from nothing, zero. So if you're starting your business from nothing, or you have somebody else in your family that maybe wants to start their business, you've got to tune into this episode today.
Stay with us. Welcome back. Okay, I'm about to be interviewed. This should be interesting. I'm not really used to that, but it is Wine Wednesday, and our wine of choice is Fielding Estate Riesling, and we love it. And they also happen to be my clients, so there are sponsorship opportunities, but for now, I guess I just have to get to you interviewing me. But can we also get the timer on here? Otherwise, she's going to interview me for like 5 years.
You're normally the interviewer.
I know, but that's why I'm saying here. I don't want to put your password. Okay. You tell me your question.
Okay.
Tell them the topic.
Okay. The topic is how to start your business from nothing.
She's not allowed to ask me more than 10 minutes.
Okay, fine. Okay, let's get to it, guys. You ready? You're ready?
Yeah. Okay.
So, how did you, first and foremost, so how do you start your business from nothing? Okay, so what made you want to start a business, and where do you start from like nothing? You have zero, you don't even know what you're going to do, but you know you want to start a business, right? Like you have that entrepreneur bug in you. Oh my God, I'm getting shivers. Like I know that feeling, like when you have that, like I want to be an entrepreneur, but I don't know what the heck I'm going to do.
That was kind of crazy.
Happened?
And sorry about the squeaky chairs. We're still working on them. Mike, my husband, come on now. Okay, so, well, Rachel knows this story, so this may be new to you, but I was asked to host a Women in Business conference. And the first thing I thought was, why are they asking me? I get it, because I can, MC these type of things, but I never really considered myself a woman in business because I was a reporter, I was an anchor, I was working for someone else's business. To me, a woman in business was an entrepreneur. That's just what I always thought.
Right.
Rachel was on the panel. I thought, man, and there was a bunch of other wonderful women, female entrepreneurs, just in what, everyone calls it like killing it. And I was like, what are they doing? How did they get here? So I became very curious. And
you got the bug.
Yeah, I did.
The entrepreneur bug.
I did. And I thought, okay, here's these women who, were in probably other careers before, just like I was at the time, and decided, you know what, we're going to go out on our own.
I'm going to do it on my own.
What did I do first? I reached out to those people who are already doing it.
Okay, that is a key element,
I reached out to you. I reached out to a couple others, and I said, what do I have to do? Do you think I can do it? Because I didn't know. I knew nothing about the industry.
Okay, so step one, key element, mindset, belief, and I always teach this with my clients, is before you start your business, like first and foremost, like I'm telling you, before you get in it, please work on your mindset. Like surround yourself with other like-minded entrepreneurs. Just be a sponge. Like that's what I did when I first started. I literally just asked people, can I pick your brain? And that's exactly what Kate did. She called me up. She said, can I sit down for lunch? I'll buy you lunch. Pick your brain and just become a sponge. And you got to get it's almost like the foundation. Like you got to get your brain and your mindset in it, and you got to say, look, okay, I can do this.
Yes.
Right? Like that's the biggest thing I feel like when you start.
Yeah, and it took me not as long as a lot of people because I was so ready for change. And also I was on maternity leave, so my son was like 3 or 4 months. So I knew I wasn't going back to my old career. I just didn't know what I was going to do.
Right. But you had the bug, and you knew that you could do it, and you surround yourself with people like us.
Yes, people who were doing it, people who were successful and
that's
doing
huge.
it.
That's big.
And so it wasn't just, they were talking the talk, they were walking the walk.
Correct.
So, including you. So I was able to say, okay, this is maybe, I can do this. So then it was, what am I going to do?
Okay, so now we got the mindset, we're good, okay, I'm feeling it, you're getting hyped up, you're getting motivated, which by the way, which is one of the reasons why we started this channel, because we want to motivate people like you to start your business, because we know, obviously we're not going to sugarcoat it, it can be freaking stressful as hell sometimes.
It's still
That's
better
why we have wine.
Yeah, hey, cheers.
Cheers.
It's still better than working for a boss you can't stand.
Yeah, and it's amazing once you get it. Okay, so you got the mindset, you're good, you're getting hyped up, you're motivated, now what? Now what do you do?
Well, I keep drinking, you keep not. Okay,
Yeah,
so then it's, taking action. So set the meetings, right? So I called you, I called a few other people. I said, yes, let's make a meeting. What are the steps? So if I'm to go out on my own, what is it that I need to do?
Yeah.
Whether it's registering the business, getting an HST number,
if you're in Canada, if you're in US,
if you're,
other tax.
Yeah.
Consult a lawyer, tax person. You don't want to mess that up in the beginning. Yeah.
But the big thing, which Rachel right away said, okay, that's all well and good. You want to go out on your own. What's your name? And what's your logo? And most people take time to do that, but we decided, I decided that I wanted to launch, and I wanted to launch very fast. And within 2 months, I convinced Rachel to launch with an awesome party at the Toronto Film Festival. So this is all well and good, but I didn't have a brand, I didn't have a name, I didn't have anything. So after we met, we agreed we were going to do this because it was great PR and publicity for you, and it was a great way for me to launch my brand as no longer Kate the journalist, but Kate the PR person.
Right.
I feel I'm going to sneeze.
Bless you.
And
we're not going to edit that.
no, I'm not. Poor Dave, our editor's like, oh, Kate. So it was, I'll never forget it though. I was on the phone with you and you're like, okay, well, that's great. So you need a logo. I said, well, how quickly? And you're like, by the end of the week.
And it's easy. You can do it in 2 seconds.
Well, and so, yeah. So I did. So I looked into, you had me do it with just online.
Yeah, I think I 99 Designs.
Yeah.
I would recommend that. It's a great resource. You get it quick and easy. I mean, the logo isn't everything, but it just to establish somewhat of a brand of something. Yeah.
Well, I was coming up against, Rachel and a business that had been out for years. Right. So we needed to market our brands together.
Correct. Yeah, we were partnering on a project.
Yeah, so you had to have, I had to have a logo and I had to have a name. And so I did that really quickly.
And I told her personal branding, which we talk about a lot here. Yeah. Personal branding is everything. So Kate Carnegie Media, KC Media. It had to be that personal brand because that's her. That's her business, right?
Yeah, and I started as Kate Carnegie Media, and over the years, over the last couple of years, it's now changed to KC Media.
Right.
That's what I incorporated as. And to even just say that I'm incorporated, KC Media Inc. is crazy to me.
Right.
Right?
Yeah. So it wasn't long ago that you were at zero, a year ago? How long was it?
Officially, a year and a half officially. Yeah.
Wow.
But I started out with you about 2 years ago. Yeah.
It's really quick. Okay, so you have your mindset, you got this, this power, that energy. By the way, it's gonna trickle off, that energy, so you wanna keep it going by surrounding yourself with people like us, right?
You do. You need a positive group around you. You do. So you should really just join our Instagram group, Founder Freedom, that Rachel has.
I'm launching a Facebook group soon, so we can launch the Facebook group. Yeah.
It is the best. There's so much support from other like-minded people, not just women, men as well, everybody.
Yeah.
So that's where I was at. Okay, next question.
Okay, so you have your logo. So what do you do? So number one thing, so it's either product or service business, right? Yeah. I mean, if you don't have money for a product business, you need to obviously invest in the product and then market the product. It's a lot of money up front. So service business is much easier, at least to get started. Doesn't mean you can't launch a product later. Get your name out there, frame yourself and market yourself as an expert, right? So that's what Kate did. So and the next thing after that logo and your name and all that stuff is your story.
Yeah.
Always say your story, and that's what you did.
Yeah. I don't know. What's your question, Rachel?
You came from the media, so how did you put yourself out there as an expert?
Okay, so with a big event and a big launch.
But let's say you don't have that opportunity. That was a one-off.
Oh, it was. Yeah. But then through social media.
Okay.
Really, I used my social media as a tool, a free tool, to advertise who I was and market who I was, what I was doing, what I stood for. And then you say, well, what about clients? I didn't have any clients, right?
No.
So I went again to the people that I admired in business. Rachel was one of them, but I also went to what people normally consider their competition. I knew a few fierce women in PR who were just my, go-to, and I used to interview them when I was a reporter, and I called them up. I cold called them and said, specifically one, Laura, who's, I call her the PR queen. I said, hey, this is what I'm doing. I convinced her to stay on the phone with me. I convinced her to, talk with me and meet with me. And we worked out referral arrangements because a lot of people can't take on all the business, or they don't want to.
Right.
So I said, okay, great. So those clients you don't want to take on, I'll take them and you'll get a cut.
That's a great idea.
And I got one of the biggest clients right away. So in a 2-month period of basically my first year, I think it was like $30,000.
Wow.
Based on a referral, because
from your quote unquote competition, but that you utilized as a resource to actually build your business. Yeah. Wow. Yeah. Very good.
Oh, thank you.
That's huge though. A lot of people don't realize that.
No, it is.
Right?
And that's what I did. And I remember people around me were just shocked. They're like, sorry, what? And then I partnered with another marketing agency that needed PR for their clients. So here's another, partnership that I'm working on. And I had partnered with you, and I had put my name out there. And so, just from the event we did, social media marketing and going out and actively
outreach, actually messaging, calling, whatever it takes. Whatever. I think that was the main thing. But back to like mindset, what you just said in the beginning, like you were all gung ho that you would have done whatever it took.
Oh yeah, there was no failing. Well, I had no job.
Right.
I quit my job. I was on mat leave. I was making nothing. There was no, is this going to work? It was, how am I going to make it work? How quickly am I going to make it work?
Right.
I had
trial and error.
Yeah, but I had, I had a baby. I needed to get in daycare right away. How am I going to pay for daycare? I mean, yes, my husband works, but by no means were we rolling in it. This is real life. It was hustle or die, or die trying.
Yeah, but I really love that, because I feel like especially the most successful people when they're starting out, you gotta have somebody to hold you accountable, or as I say, light a fire under your butt.
Oh yeah.
Really, like Kate had, she had to make money quickly because she had to put her child in daycare. There was, accountability aspects.
This bar didn't get made by itself back here. It's,
but same with me when I first started my online business. Yes, I've been successful with other business, but I mean, I was at a really low point in my career life, and literally my husband gave me 3 months. He's like, if you don't actually create money, real money in this new online business that I just started a couple months ago, if you don't really create real money, then you're gonna have to get a full-time job. And I was like,
a real job?
No way. No way, that is not. But just goes to show, he lit a fire under my butt, and I made it happen. I did everything. I knew I had to make it happen. I was not taking no for an answer.
No, there really wasn't. I remember when you said you were starting it, and I didn't really understand what the heck it is you were doing. I just knew it was going to be great, and you were going to make tons of money, and then we were going to still work together.
Help a lot of people.
And we'd be able to kind of do this together and go for it. But that is what's so important. Is it all just comes back to the community that you keep around
and
you,
mindset.
the people you keep around you, because
and belief, believing in yourself, and even I can't tell you how many people I reached out to when I first launched, and they're like, no, you're nobody. I had no brand, I was nobody, and I got no, but guess what? It only takes one yes.
And then
one yes, and then it trickles in,
and it does. I mean, to this day now, I have never advertised. Everything has been, word of mouth.
But you've worked your butt off.
I have, Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and that's what I tell my clients. If you don't have money for paid advertising, you don't need money. That's just such a false.
It is,
right? And a lot of my clients, they get frustrated because they're doing all these things, but they're not getting any new client yet, and it just takes that one. And I go through it with every single one of my clients. In the first couple months, it takes a lot of energy out of you. It'll pull it out of you, but then you get that first client. I'll never forget my first client. Nobody forgets their first client or their first deal or their first. And it's just
well, you were kind of you were my first client, kind of.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
So I was like, you need to fire your PR and work with me, and we'll launch. And
oh yeah,
you were on national TV, so there you go. Yeah. So I'll never forget.
But the main thing, try. It's going to be a lot of trial and error, but don't give up.
No,
just keep it going and make it happen. And I promise you, you will make it happen. So with our help.
What was the actual topic? How to grow a business from nothing. That's how you grow a business from nothing. So we've got a few more videos coming up. Thanks for joining us. Cheers, Rachel. Always a pleasure.
Happy Wine Wednesday.
Happy Wine Wednesday.